All right, hello, band directors. Who loves you, baby? This guy, I'm going to tell you how I know I got something free for you. All right, Jason High back again, and I've talked about FireSafeBand.app, program management software. If you go to that page now, I've got something free for you, and that is FireArc seating chart generator. Now, I'm sorry I didn't have this out before your Christmas concert, but I just know you're casually chilling at Midwest now, so what better time to take a look at this? There's that concert band seating chart generator we've all used. It works. I used it a lot. I don't think it was the most user-friendly thing in the world, and I say that as a bit of a power user. As you can see, I was able to get the results I wanted out of it, but I'm not sure it was intuitive for everybody. So this is going a little more in that direction, and I hope it's also a bit more of an aesthetically pleasing and modern experience. Okay, so let's take a look at it. You come up, you got one row with 10 seats in it. Let's add some rows. I don't want my first row to have 10 seats. I want it to have 6. Click that minus button. I don't want my second row to have 10 chairs. I want it to have 12. We'll click that plus button. All right, well, I want this one to have 16 chairs, but I don't want to click the button 6 times. I'm going to type 16 and tab out. There's 16. Here's 20. Here's 22. Let's make it 25. What the heck? All right, so you can do up to 20 rows. That's ridiculous. I don't want 22 and 25 in the back. Let's just get rid of that row, okay? So there we go. Now, let's talk about how we can select chairs. Well, before I do that, let's look at the view here. I can switch from conductor view to performer view and switch back. The labels turn so that you can read them. It flip-flops so that it is correct from the 180-degree rotation. Click on a chair to select the chair. I can do that. Control-click on a chair to select multiple chairs, okay? Now, when you do this, make sure that you click in the middle of the chair, because if you click off of the edge of the chair, it's going to think that's a non-click, and it's going to deselect everything, okay? So I can either hit escape or I can click out here, and that will clear my selection. All right, now, we got another cool way to select multiple chairs, and that is drag a box over here. All of those are selected. Now, again, I can deselect, but watch this. If I select all those chairs and I hold down Control, I can do 2 boxes. I can do 3 boxes. All right, select as many as you want to. Here's another way to select. I can right-click on the row. I get a box that says Select Entire Row. Okay, I do that. If I click on another row, right-click while that's up, I get Add Row to Selection. All right, select multiple rows. Okay, and then finally, I have Control A, which is select all. All right. Now let's do some editing now that we know how to select. Oh, also, I can deselect chairs, or excuse me, I can hide chairs. So let's say that on this back row, it's only going to go about 2/3 of the way around. That's my low brass, and I balance them on my right side. I can double click these chairs over here to hide them. Now, one thing that's a little funny right now, my double click speed is kind of off. If I actually double click, oh no, that looks pretty good. Before, if I was double clicking too fast, they wouldn't hide. Okay, but that hides those chairs. All right. So now that we have our layout, let's do some editing. Let's say I select this whole row. This whole row is going to be my flute section. Okay. Now that I have them selected, let me right-click on a chair, and I can change the color. Let's make them red. Okay. Well, that's not going to print very well, so let's do a change performer label. Excuse me. Let's do a change outline color, and let's make it white. All right, that'll print a little better. And then what's cool is when I go to change the labels, I don't have to click on them one at a time. I can do it all at once. So flute 1. I'm going to tab out of it. Now, obviously, your students will have names, but you can do it this way if you want to. Not a glute. We don't want any glutes up there. And flute 5, okay? Hit OK, and all those get updated. Now I can also shrink or grow the labels. I only did 5 flutes. I forgot I had AO6 over there, so that one didn't get changed. But anyway, finally deselect, and there we go. All right. If this was going to be my trumpet section over here, we could select those. See what I mean about deselect? I got to make sure I'm in the middle of the chair. All right. But once I get them selected, I'm not holding down my control key long enough to get the last chair in. There we go. Now I can do change performer color. I'll give them some blue. Okay. We'll leave the black there. All right. Now that I have this file, I can save it. When I save it, it goes into my downloads folder. All right. Now just to show you that we can load this file back up, there's my default arrangement, and I do open and I go to my downloads folder. There it is. And there we are. We're back. Okay. I can flip it around and look at it in performer mode. We have print. I can print portrait mode like that. I can print landscape mode. You can turn this into a PDF file. If you want to snap a screenshot and add it to a Word document or something like that, where you can type other things in it, like a roster, a personnel list, you can do that. So you click download image. Now I'm going to have to fix this because I'd gone to great lengths to make sure that my screenshot did not have the buttons in it, but I see that the buttons are still there now, so I got to go back in and fix that. But I'll be doing that soon. And then also, if I do performer mode, I can download that image as well. Do that screenshot. Okay, so there we go. That is how it works. Did I leave anything out? I don't think I did. Yeah, man. So go check it out. FireSafeBand.app. You can email me at help@firesafeband.app. All right. Thank you very much, and I will see y'all later.